talk about Web Slingers. This next historical proof of concept is Disney California Adventure rides. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it. Web Slingers of Spider-Man Adventure is an interactive ride themed to the Marvel Cinematic Universe character Spider-Man at Disney California Adventure in Anaheim, California, and Disney Adventure World in Mont-la-Vallée, Île-de-France, France, as part of the retrospective Avengers campuses. At Disney Adventure World, the attraction is alternatively titled Spider-Man Web Adventure. Guests are visiting the Worldwide Engineering Brigade during their open house. However, an emergency arises, and Web's latest invention of the Web Slinger vehicle helps guests capture the spider bots that have wreaked havoc on the Avengers campus. The attraction is a blend of physical sets and virtual environments. Alright, so you're tasked with the Force by Peter Parker himself to stop spider bots from becoming mayhem bound on a ride so adventurous. Now, the sciences in terms of the Marvel Cinematic Universe are none like other, and this ride seems to exemplify what it means to have those senses of scientific endeavors in one ride in combustion with other tasks and one main task and goal by one primary figure. And that being as it may, it seems to me that this ride seems to go on leaps and bounds of what it means to be a hero, what it means to be scientific, what it means to have technology. Now the thing is, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, along with the Marvel campus at Disney California Adventure, has a lot of scientific intuitional things that come out of it. And that in itself blends with Web Slingers so much because we see the endeavors of Disney taking steps to outdo themselves, even in the sense of Marvel campus. So the thing is, it's not just one person leading all. It's a group of people that have an idea that outscopes the idea of Marvel technology. Marvel technology made time travel. Marvel technology made teleportation. Marvel technology even deals with the idea of magic. Now, that being as it said, it doesn't mean that it's away from its own implementive problems and its own implementive ideas against the new notice of Web Slingers and other attractions, and due to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as titled as so. There's nothing more to say than this. What are the little nooks and crannies of Web Slingers that make it different from other technical advanced rides, including the Spider-Man and Universal Studios? Well, let's go into detail. Okay, so when you see the limitless bound of anything that comes close to idealistically the ride Web Slingers, yes, it could be matched with other rides such as, Toy Story Midway Mania or Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. But the thing is, it's a ride that develops its own meaning and purpose. See, the thing is, Peter Parker, the character, is very scientific. He's very smart. He's very witty. And he has all these different things and gifts that make him the responsible Spider-Man that he is. And having that said through a ride, it could be something great. Because if you think about it, the responsibility of said Spider-Man is all great and purposeful. And that's what makes this ride an internalized feature and what makes Marvel Land so big and why they should expand the Marvel Land into what we know now as Wakanda, as to what we know now as, Thor's world, as what we know now as, New York in the time of the Avengers. The thing is, when you think about Web Slingers, when you think about this ride internalizing every single thing that we know now as the inner part of us trying to take responsibility for something, it shows that in this ride. It expresses that to a great limitless bound. And the thing is, when you think about something like Web Slingers, you think about things that you're capable of doing. See, the thing is, you're not just doing this. You're creating a sense of magic for people who are around you. You're creating a sense of understanding for people who are around you. How? Well, think about it. If you're constantly doing this, it's a force of change for the ride indefinitely. You need to be there doing this. Otherwise, what is the ride's purpose? If you're not doing this and moving at the same time, it's a little less than a ride. Imagine if you're on Midway Mania and you're not doing this. It's just a boring ride. It's just a ride you go through. There's no competitiveness, there's no scores, there's nothing to do on the ride except just sit there and just take all the scenes in. Well, that might be fun, there's a reason why this is a great thing to do. Now, why is that a prominent feature for something that's on a worldview basis? Well, here's the thing. When you have a sense of technology, when you have a sense of competition, when you have a character that embodies both, you have, well, something that means the world to the people who are going into the ride indefinitely. It's an adventure, but it's also a technological feature that anyone can take any notes from. It's a technological adventure. It's something that people can really go on and say, okay, this ride exemplifies something that is bigger and better, especially when you're in the STEM field. Now, here's the application, and it may be a little off-putting, but take this under consideration. Okay, so when you think about this ride, the ride in itself has a bunch of different nodes and practices that you can take under consideration. If you're not that good at science, if you're not that good at math, if you're not that good at any of that stuff, it's a ride that seemingly puts other rides to a halt. And the reason why is because it's so technically advanced that we can barely see anything like the ride. Now, it's such a great, interesting ride because it tells a story of a kid who messed up and how we're willing to help him make the mistake something better. Now, we can solve that mistake by simply cleaning up the mess we made. And that's what Spider-Man is about. Cleaning up the mess he made. No matter what that mess is. Now here's the thing. Here's what is to take away from this. What mess are you cleaning up? What mess are you trying to make better? What mess are you trying to get rid of? See, the thing is, we all go through things in life. Spider-Man goes through things every single day. What can we do as people in reflection to Peter Parker to make ourselves better people, better citizens, better with responsibility, and better with ourselves in being? Thank you for my application. Let's continue forward. Thank you, my own sir. Thank you, this is Circle Wolf Contact DCA California Metro Rides. There are more rides in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get the behind the share, like, and the subscribe button right on the screen. Also, behind the like button. Comment if you can too. Also, my Patreon is there. Give it a look. Thank you again, and peace.